Hour, it is Jade with I Wanna Love You Down, playing right here on the Spice Drive. My name is Monique, and I get to take you home every single weekday from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'm feeling good today. It's not even funny, and it's not even Wednesday. So Wednesday is going to be even more insane. Thank you so much for being part of the show. You can stream it online wherever it is that you are around the world on spicefm.co.ke. I love Jade, and I love the throwback. So make sure you tune in if you do as well, because this is your official throwback station 24/7. You can check it in the morning every single weekday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and join the crew on the Situation Room, and that's how mornings are done. It is great conversation, and you don't even need a newspaper in the morning. All you need to do is tune in to the Situation Room. Eric Latif, Nduoko, Jerry Thorne, and Siti Muga. And of course, right after the Spice Drive, it is Adults in the Room. Barbara Mbaka, the Duchess of Ekolomani, Emmanuel Kisengani, and Eric Omondi. Great to see you guys.
What's up, Monique?
I've been doing record rumble battles. I've been, having some interesting conversation on the show, especially today's DM just threw me off completely. It was heartbreaking, actually, to say the least. And I got so much feedback. Some I couldn't even read on air. It was quite a lot. It was heavy. And this particular guy just found out that his daughter, 3-year-old girl, is not his. And now he's looking at the rest of the children in the house thinking, what other lie have I been living? And it sets a totally different kind of mood in that household. And when you think of the seed of mistrust that has been planted, anyone who would be listening, or, if you received a DM like that, that would be heartbreaking. So, today that really, really got me. Shout out to everyone who tried to call. I don't know what's wrong with the network today, but I like the feedback on social media. But I'm going to let you guys chime in and let me know what you think about that.
I think that's what we think.
Yes. It's heavy. It's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's heavy.
No, yeah, it is heavy.
But it is sad, I guess. What do? You just pick up you pick yourself up and move on, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving on means you leave, or what?
I think that's one of the questions you'll ask yourself as you're picking up your bags.
Yeah, as Africans, family is a status symbol.
Yes.
It is one of those things, you grow up and aspire. And to think that gets stripped away from you. I'm just thinking, what goes into a man's mind? I'll never be a man, but I'm thinking, when we're talking about infidelity, it's always men on the other side of the table. And this is a man who feels heartbroken. 2 words that you never see in the same sentence. A man heartbroken because now the children are not his. You can't show off in church anymore because people like to show off that I'm a man. I've got a family. I'm somebody. And that is taken away from you. I didn't even know how to fix it. But one of the tweets that came through that
are the rest his?
Shocked me. He said, many men are raising children that are not theirs.
That's true.
But as men, we have nowhere to ventilate. We have nowhere to talk about it. As that threw me off.
Yeah. I think, it's a sad scenario. It's just, I think the bond and the relationship you've created with the child is not something you want to throw away.
Yes.
This speaks in part about the woman's inadequacy more than any problem with the child whatsoever. So if I was in that situation, I pray not.
Yes.
I would still maintain a relationship with the child.
Yes.
And maybe just look to rectify my qualms or squabbles I may have with the
yes.
woman.
What about the other children, testing the other children in the home? Because, the 3-year-old is the one that they're not, they're 100% sure of. So the question of, should I test the rest? Are they all, the doubts that, flood your mind?
I think testing the rest is a good idea, just for the sake of your mind, so that you don't go crazy.
For closure.
Don't start staring at them like, are you even mine? You know? So that's totally fine. And as Eric has rightly put it, the problem is not with the kids. The kids are innocent, the problem is with the other person.
Yes.
So I'd deal with the other person more than I'd vent it out on the kids.
Yes.
But I
guess
is
closure moving out? Is closure, how do you actually...
I agree with what they're saying. However, let's get back to reality. Sometimes it's not very easy to separate that emotion.
Yes.
When you're looking at this child, you're looking at the mother. As much as I would love to stay with this child, the man might not be able. Men are not very forgiving when it comes to infidelity. They feel like you killed their mother. Unfortunately, they're not like women. Women will cry out and then pick your child and raise your child like hers.
Yes.
But I am not sure how a man can raise your child. So if you're able to go past that, then stick with your family. It's not easy to be out there without a family.
Even if it's not biological, you just hang in there.
Yes, because there are many men many men out there are raising children who are not theirs.
My dad used to say in his clan, when a kid shows up, you just take care of them.
Yeah, you take care of them.
But
that's back in the day.
I think that's a good heart. It's very Christian. And, we're taught these good things, and we have to be the best people in the world. However, when you know that somebody lied to you about it, it's one thing to know that men are raising other people's children, and you walk in with the child and say, look, this is what I've got. Buy one, get one free. This is my baggage. This is who we're going to be doing. If you have me, you have this. But the infidelity and the lying and the mistrust and putting that in, since this child was born, he believes he is the father. It's a totally different show to get into what that does for a man. And then now to actually come to the realization that, it's been a fraud the entire time. Shout out to all the men listening and all the brothers who are going through this. Thank you so much for that DM. Thank you. We get to fix it every single weekday, 3 to 7, 0719012 600. Kesho, it's going to be yet another DM. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It has been an absolute pleasure. I'm leaving you in the able hands of these amazing guys, adults in the room. I can't wait to hear what this show is going to be about. Have yourselves a fantastic Tuesday evening.